All right, special edition of the Outer Banks This Week podcast. Got a big performance coming up this coming weekend at St. Andrews in Nags Head. The Messiah, and with the holiday season coming up, with the Christmas celebration coming up here in the next month or so, what better time to have this performance? Now, joining me on this special edition is the band director, choir director, musical director. What am I forgetting? Any other?
Orchestra.
See, I'm going to get my words all mixed up right now. Here at Manteo High School, Miss Leslie Erickson and Mr. Robin Fountain. What exactly is your title? So I've messed up so many words already.
Well, I'm emeritus professor of conducting from Vanderbilt University.
Okay. So Vanderbilt.
So I'm retired now, but
Vandy, go Commodores. Is that right?
Yeah,
Commodores.
Hey,
I was close.
You got it.
I got something right. So this let's talk about. Let's start with Miss Leslie. Now, Miss Leslie, talk to me a little bit about you. How long have you been in like the music performance orchestra type of teaching? How long have you been doing that?
Well, gosh, it probably started back in 2006 or 7 when we started the orchestra program. There was one parent and myself, and we got off the ground. And so we were an orchestra program that kind of met before school and after school as a club. And that was, I don't know, a long time ago. And now we have transitioned into a full-fledged orchestra. We started with maybe like 20 to 30 students, and now we have around 200 students in the county.
Oh, wow.
And they can take orchestra at the elementary school level as a club, and the middle school and high school level as a class.
Okay.
So
I know Miss Holly over at the elementary school. She's pretty good.
Yes. We love working together. Our Manteo teachers are really tight, and we love to pull our music community together. So all the music teachers in Manteo work really well together. And so we try to build a great community of music students.
Excellent. And I know that the orchestra program at Manteo Elementary School is quite large. I think it's comprised of what, I know a little bit more there because my children are at Manteo Elementary School. So
right.
I know that and it's just 4th and 5th graders, I believe.
Correct. Yeah, but it's a great source of musicians over there. She's got a huge population of string students and choir students.
Yes.
So, and that's kind of funny that you bring that up because that's what we're talking about.
Yes.
The Messiah.
Absolutely. So now, Mr. Robin, is there a better way to address you than Mr. Robin? I feel like
Robin's fine.
All right. Well, if I didn't use my proper Mr. or Mrs., my mama would smack me. So I got to say it that way. But Mr. Robin, talk to me a little bit about, you said something about, Vanderbilt just a minute ago. That's a highly accredited university.
Sure. So yeah, for 30 years, I was a professor of conducting there, and retired a couple of years ago here on the beautiful Outer Banks, and I had a very interesting career. I was music director of various orchestras around the country, ending with Southwest Michigan Symphony, which is it's equidistant between Ann Arbor and Chicago.
Okay,
and I guess conducted all over the world.
Oh, okay. So world renowned.
Well,
Yes.
I wouldn't say that.
Okay.
Well, I will, because he's in our backyard now, which is fantastic. And it's a wonderful addition to our community that he can sort of give us some knowledge, of all of his work, and we can be inspired by his work. So I'm so glad that he retired here. Lucky
Thank
us.
you, Leslie.
Now, I will say it's a lovely accent you have now. Vanderbilt being in Tennessee, is that Tennessee, South Kentucky?
Yeah.
What kind of accent is that?
No, it's Southwest England.
Southwest England. Okay. I was a little confused there for a second. About different geographical locations of the world. I wanted to make sure I was clear.
So I came almost 40 years ago to be a graduate student at Carnegie Mellon.
Wait a minute. Say that one more time. That's another, highly accredited institution.
Yeah, it was a great place. And I met my wife there, and we've been together ever since.
It's one of them happily ever afters, it sounds like.
So,
You got it.
Absolutely. So the Messiah, big performance again, taking place this weekend, St. Andrews by the sea. Beautiful place too. Beautiful location.
Beautiful church, yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Right by the ocean.
So talk to me. What exactly is the Messiah? What is the play, the performance? Not the play, the performance, excuse me.
So Messiah is an oratorio written in 1741 by Handel, and it probably his most famous oratorio work of that genre. So it's the most famous oratorio he wrote. He wrote a whole bunch of them, and essentially the story is that he had emigrated from Germany to England, and had made his living for a long time writing Italian opera. That was very popular among the aristocrats of England and very lucrative for him, Handel. But then opera sort of fell out of favor.
Okay.
It got lampooned successfully by the Beggars' Opera, and after that, everyone couldn't stop laughing, probably. So he turned his attention to oratorio, which is sort of the same thing, except usually about religious subjects, and without staging and costumes. So that's essentially the big difference. And he became very successful in that genre also. And as I said, this is probably the most famous one. And from that oratorio, which is 3.5 hours long, we're doing part one, which the subject is the prophecy and realization of God's plan to redeem humanity through the gift of Christ.
Okay.
And we do a couple of things then from part 2 and 3, part 2 being the Passion of Christ, and but we will just do the Hallelujah from that, the very end. And part 3, which is more about the meaning of everything and that whole story. And from that, we will do the trumpet shall sound.
Okay.
So, but mostly what we're doing is really the Christmas portion of Messiah, which is obviously appropriate to the season, and which most groups that do this, that's what they will do at this time. Gotcha.
Okay. So how many students or individuals are participating in this, or the aura? I'm going to mess the word up.
That's okay.
Oratorio.
Oratoria.
Yeah. Oratorio. So there's a community chorus of people who volunteered to do this and that have taken part in a 2-month rehearsal process, because music's complicated and takes a lot of skill and training and work to pull off. So they've been at it really hard, and there's probably about 50 in the chorus, I think. Then there will be an instrumental group, of which Leslie will be leading, that will be accompanying, and then there will be some soloists also from the community.
Okay.
That audition for those slots.
Now, tell me when this performance is to take place.
4 p.m. on Sunday, this coming Sunday.
4 p.m. this coming Sunday, which is the date of the 23rd. Is that correct?
Yes.
Absolutely. So, and that's at St. Andrews by the Sea in Nags Head. That's like milepost, what, like 13-ish or something?
13 and a half to be exact.
Okay. Oh, because they got a marker right there on the beach road, don't they? And you have to, and people, like, you could see it. I mean, it's perfectly positioned right between the bypass and the beach road. Okay, perfectly positioned. But people need to understand that if you've never been there before, you got to go onto the beach road to get into the parking lot.
Correct.
Right, but then your problems are over. There's no tickets to buy.
That's right.
There will be just donations taken for the high school orchestra program.
Yeah, the orchestra program for the whole county. Yep.
Okay, the entire cast. So
yes.
So no charge for this. It's simply a donation to the orchestra program for the entire county. And of course, it has seemed as if you had said, Miss Erickson, it has grown tremendously in the last 20 years. Well, yeah, because you said 2006, right?
Yeah,
Wasn't that right?
Been a while,
it's been 20 years.
Yep.
So to keep this going and to keep these kids interested in music and the performing arts and everything like that, this is something that is worthwhile to go check out. Now, Mr. Robin, what exactly will you be doing at the oratorio? Did I say it right? Hallelujah. The Messiah is smiling on me right now.
Very good.
What will you be conducting? What is your exact role?
So my role was to partly to help train the chorus.
Okay.
Although several members of the community stepped up to do sectional rehearsals so that the sopranos could rehearse their part alone and the altos could rehearse their part alone and so on. Then we got the chorus together, and I was instrumental in working with them to have that to gel. And then we have rehearsals for the instrumentalists, and then to put it all together and give the performance, I'll be conducting that.
Okay, so you'll be kind of like the Beethoven with doing some of the hand motions.
Yeah, the hand
I'm not.
hand
Please
motions.
don't think I'm not poking fun. I'm really not. I'm trying to just kind of get a vision of it all in my head and that's what I think of. My mind goes to that. Now, my mother was choir director at a church in Wanchese for quite some time, so I was a choir boy at one point. Mm-hmm. And I've always wondered if I was like a bass or like a soprano. I don't know.
Probably not a soprano.
No, I think about the song, Daddy sang bass, Mama sang tenor. I was like, which one am I? So, but Mom was like, you just stand back there and sing. I need more male voices in the choir.
That's always the case. I think that's always the case. So she was right.
Okay, so I got a question. This is this coming Sunday, November 23rd, 4:00, St. Andrews by the Sea.
Right.
Donation only. I mean, you don't even have to give it. You can just show up if you want to, but donation would be appreciated. It'd be amazing if you do that. Let's say I decided I've got some extra time and I want to give it to being a part of this orchestra that we have, this community Dare County Orchestra that's going on. How can people get information about that?
That's a great point. We are in the process. We're a little behind because there's so many things to do, but we are in the process of kind of putting our website out there so that there are dates of our performances and our fundraisers, this kind of thing that you could kind of jump in and get some information about to be more active. I would say anytime you see or hear of a school performance, go attend it.
Yes.
Go attend it and go talk to the teachers and say thank you, because sometimes we just need to hear that. But also just show up for the students. And if there are any community events that you feel like might be enhanced by a string group, or for that matter, it's music, a band group or a choir group, just as a community member, let us know and we might be able to get our students there. But I think just showing up and supporting our kids, because, we all know that the sports will get lots of attention, and they do, as they should. However, sometimes we also need that love and support for our musicians, that are budding musicians. So I think that's probably a vague answer, but just show up, find those school programs, those concerts, and show up and support and see how you can help.
Okay, excellent. That's a great way to do it. And I mean, you said the website is kind of being constructed and everything. I mean, the thing is, I know some people that could probably help with that. Okay. Just saying. But, you're absolutely right. I mean, people need to show up and for these kids, I mean, this could be their performance of that. They may not pursue anything outside of high school or whatnot, or even middle school. I mean, depending. And this could be their big one-time major performance that, if people show up, and I mean, it would mean the world to them for people to be there.
I think so. I think sometimes music, to me as a teacher, is a place where kids really find a home. Certain kids really find a home in the music room. And so that's their place. When they go to school, they might not be great at chemistry or they might not be great at soccer, but they come into the music room and they are at home. And so just to kind of, support that and understand that this is their happy place too. Yeah.
There's also endless academic research that suggests that involvement in music programs is an enhancement to a child's creativity, problem solving, ability to work with a team.
Absolutely.
Basically all the positive things you want to happen can happen as part of an ensemble. And it really is, to me, it's the greatest teacher in the world. Being in an ensemble is the greatest teacher that exists.
Very true. That's very true. You're absolutely right. I mean, and you're right. There is academic research to support everything that you just said.
Yeah.
That is very true. Now, let's say that I'm somebody that has a little bit of a raspy voice and I just want to, make a joyful noise like I do in church. Could I still come even though I'm like not the great, like I just enjoy singing and carrying a tune, would you still let me find me a spot in the orchestra?
In the choir, yeah, as long
Yes,
as you could you come out to all the rehearsals? That's very important.
So dedication
And technique. You know, if it's been a while since you've been taught some choir technique, or rather, you know, you go and you kind of hone those skills again. You remind yourself what it means to be part of a team and an ensemble and a group, and kind of work together to create this performance.
Got it. See, that's the whole thing. Like, I just know that there's some people that are like, man, I just want to, you know, I enjoy music, I enjoy singing, but man, I'm not Celine Dion over here, you know, that sort of thing. And they just want to be a part of. So it's nice to know that, you know, you'll work with them. You'll help them get back to, you know, the prominence or whatnot that they could potentially have.
Right.
So that's good to know too, because, you know, that's a great piece. So, all right, well, big performance again, happening. Oratorio. Hallelujah. That's 2 in a row.
Golf clap.
I'm on a roll now. Better stop while I'm ahead.
Yes.
Happening this coming weekend, this coming Sunday, 4 o'clock, St. Andrews by the Sea, right there between the bypass and the beach road, milepost 13 and a half. And I hope that everyone is able to make it, and if they can, to bring a donation to go back into the Dare County Orchestra program.
Yes, we have lots of instruments and music to purchase, and every little bit helps. So not only your presence, but your donations are lovely.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, guys, I appreciate y'all giving me an opportunity to talk to you about this. And I'm going to post a link in the description of this special edition that shows where you can get some more information, because we have it online at Outer Banks This Week right now. So it's outerbanksthisweek.com, but outerbanksthisweek.com right now. It's right there. So I'll put a link in the description so you can click for more information on where and what and everything like that. So you can go ahead and make a reminder for yourself. So
appreciate it.
All right.
Thanks
Thank
for doing
you all
this.
so much.
Thank you.
You're welcome.